Well, the bye week is in the books now for South Dakota. They take a break after that loss to Illinois State and get ready for the charge home, if it were, to end the season here with 3 games against Western Illinois, South Dakota State, and North Dakota State. Joining me now to talk about all that is head coach Bob Nielson. And Bob, I think the most burning question coming into this week, now that you get ready for another game, what's the status of Carson Camp? How healthy is he? Is he going to be able to go?
Well, he started practicing this week, and we're very optimistic that he's going to be able to play on Saturday. We still limited him a little bit on Sunday, which was his first practice back. This is a bit of an odd week with the NCAA required day off on Tuesday. We don't normally practice on Sunday, but between the bye week and that as a part of our schedule. And so, feeling like he's making good progress, and I know he's getting more and more confident as he gets back working into things.
Certainly encouraging news there. Let's take a look at this team and where things are at right now. And we'll start with the offense, which Carson has obviously played a huge role in all year. You said at the beginning of the year, in the offseason, you guys were really targeting the idea of just being a much more balanced team, establishing that running game, which struggled a little bit, obviously, in the spring. You have certainly done that. I mean, it's almost a 50-50 share between pass and throw. Are you satisfied with how far you guys have come in that regard to this point?
Well, so, the improvement in the running game has been a real positive. We felt like that was the one thing that maybe slipped in the spring, and having the ability to run the football, and whether it's closing out games in the red zone, something that we needed to be able to do better. I think, we certainly feel like we can be a better offensive team. We can still be more consistent at times, but pleased with the fact that we've gotten, back into more of that 50-50 balance.
I think everybody's gotten used to the fact that you guys are an up-tempo team, and there's still tempo elements within your offense, but certainly this feels like a much more ball control offense than we've traditionally seen with you at the helm here at South Dakota. Do you feel like that's where you guys are, and maybe a more appropriate label from where you've been traditionally?
Yeah, the tempo, we still have the ability to use tempo. We try to use it when we feel like it can be most effective. But, one of the things that we've been able to do, we've had some leads, halftime leads, and we've been able to to control the pace of the game in the second half, which is something that we need to be able to do in college football today, and we've had some pretty good success doing that.
Another way to control the pace of the game is play really good defense, right? And you guys have certainly come a long way on that side of the football this year. Just looking at these numbers, 16.6 points per game allowed. You're under 300 yards in total offense, under 100 yards in rush defense. You rank top 15 in all 3 of those categories in the FCS right now. There's been a lot of attention paid to that side of the football, certainly over the last couple of years. Are you even maybe a little surprised at how far, how quickly you've come in that regard, and how much better defense you guys are playing collectively?
Playing a much more consistent defense. A year ago we gave up a lot of big plays and a lot of explosive plays, and that's been something that we've been really good at, and along with, as you pointed out, good defense in this league starts with being good against the run. And if you let teams run the football in this league, it's going to be a long day. Everybody has the ability to run the football, and been pleased with our rush defense. We put a lot of time into that in preseason, giving more of the kinds of formation looks that we see a lot in the league, and our defense took advantage of those looks and built our package around those.
You look at this season as a whole, you're 8 games in, and as you look at the Valley, it's a big old logjam there behind North Dakota State, a bunch of teams with a couple of losses, and right in the thick of this thing, and with a very real chance to make the playoffs, depending on how things go over the last 3 weeks here. How do you guys feel like you are fitting in to that Valley picture right now, which is such a huge indicator overall about what that playoff picture does look like? If you do well in this league, you get a chance.
Yeah, I think the thing that you want to be in any season is when you get to the last 3 weeks, you want to be in a position where you're playing meaningful games, and certainly for us, these 3 games are very meaningful. in the Valley that you're gonna have to win games at the end to have a chance, and that's where we're at. We've got to go into these last 3 weeks with the understanding that we've got to win games, and if we do that, the playoffs and all of those things will take care of themselves.